Ahoy, history lovers! Welcome aboard for a journey through time and tides. Today we're talking about a man who bravely set sail to find places that were already full of people, Captain James Cook, a navigator, cartographer, and explorer whose name is etched in maritime history. The man, the myth, the guy who made some of the best maps of the Pacific, while also annoying nearly every indigenous group he met. His voyages were a mix of discovery and controversy. But before we get into shipwrecks and discovering Australia, which was very much occupied, and how he went from honored guest to stabbed in Hawaii, let's set the stage for his incredible, albeit contentious, adventures. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss more history with a side of wait. What? Your support helps us bring more fascinating stories to light. Welcome to the Cruise Ship Safety and Security channel, your go-to source for the wildest maritime tales and the lessons they teach us. This is where we unpack the wildest moments in maritime history, with facts, comedy, and a bit of salty sailor sarcasm. We blend education with entertainment to make history come alive. Now hoist the anchor and let's set sail into the ridiculous, tragic, and very avoidable tale of Captain James Cook. His story is a rollercoaster of highs and lows, triumphs and tragedies. Born in 1728 in a small village in Yorkshire, England, young James Cook started his career in a grocery store. But the sea called to him and he soon found himself apprenticed to a ship owner in Whitby. His humble beginnings were just the start of an extraordinary journey. His early voyages were no less adventurous. Cook joined the Royal Navy and quickly rose through the ranks, thanks to his exceptional skills in navigation and cartography. His talent and determination set him apart. One of his first major assignments was mapping the coast of Newfoundland, where his detailed charts were so accurate they were still in use over a century later. This achievement showcased his meticulous nature and expertise. These early successes set the stage for his epic voyages across the Pacific, where he would encounter new lands, new peoples, and new challenges. So let's dive deeper into the life and times of Captain James Cook. His legacy is a testament to the spirit of exploration and the complexities of human encounters. James Cook wasn't born into exploration. He worked his way up. He started as a farm boy, then moved to the coast and became a shop assistant, because nothing says future legendary explorer like stocking shelves. But Cook had big dreams, so he joined the Royal Navy. Turns out he had a real talent for drawing. No, not doodling pirates on the back of his notebooks. He was incredible at making maps. And if there's one thing 18th century Britain loved, it was knowing exactly where things were, so they could take them later. Cook was a quick learner, mastering navigation and cartography with ease. His dedication and skill caught the attention of his superiors. He quickly rose through the ranks, proving that hard work and talent could take you far, even from humble beginnings. In 1768, Cook got his first big mission: find and map Terra Australis Incognita, the Great Southern Land. Now, spoiler alert, he never actually found it. Turns out, Terra Australis Incognita was just a myth, but that didn't stop him from discovering a bunch of other places. First stop, Tahiti. Tahiti had been a thriving society for centuries when Cook arrived and went, wow, what a great find. The Tahitians, however, were probably thinking, who invited this guy? Cook was actually there to observe the transit of Venus across the Sun, a crucial event for navigation. This astronomical event was key to improving sea navigation and mapping the world more accurately. Cook's most famous moment came in 1770 when he reached Australia. Did he discover it? Nope. Aboriginal Australians had been there for 50,000 years. Did that stop him from planting a flag and saying, "This is British now"? Absolutely not. In fact, Cook almost didn't make it. His ship crashed into the Great Barrier Reef. He spent weeks repairing it with wood and sheer panic, proving that even great explorers sometimes make really dumb mistakes. Cook meticulously documented his journey, including the near disaster at the reef. Today, the Great Barrier Reef is a UNESCO World Heritage Site teeming with marine life. After the repairs, Cook and his crew celebrated their survival and continued their journey, leaving behind a legacy of exploration and, well, a few blunders. After his first mission, Cook was basically a celebrity. So naturally the British sent him off again. This time his goal was to sail around the Pacific, find more stuff, and definitely not annoy any locals. Guess how that went? Cook visited New Zealand again, made more maps, and took more extensive notes. Because if history tells us anything, it's that explorers loved writing down everything except whether people actually wanted them there. During this voyage, Cook had several interactions with the indigenous people. Some were friendly, involving trade and exchange of knowledge. He even got to witness traditional dances and customs, which he documented meticulously. However, not all encounters were peaceful. There were moments of tension and conflict, often due to misunderstandings and cultural differences. Despite these challenges, Cook's second voyage added a wealth of knowledge to European maps and journals, even if it came at a cost to the local populations. In 1778, Cook reached Hawaii, a place that would soon become both a paradise and a nightmare for him. At first, things were great. The islanders greeted Cook and his crew with open arms and leis. The Hawaiians welcomed him, probably because they thought he was a returning god, a figure from their legends. And Cook, he was loving the VIP treatment, enjoying the hospitality and the exotic surroundings, but then things went south. The initial euphoria began to fade. Cook overstayed his welcome, tensions rose, and the Hawaiians realized, wait a minute, this guy isn't a god, he's just a really annoying sailor. The atmosphere grew increasingly hostile. So what did Cook do? Did he leave peacefully? No, he decided to dig in his heels. He tried to kidnap a Hawaiian chief. Bad move, James. Real bad move. This was the final straw. And just like that, Cook met his end. Stabbed on the beach in a violent confrontation, proving once again that messing with locals never ends well for European explorers. His arrogance had sealed his fate. Cook had a history of pushing boundaries with indigenous peoples, often with mixed results. His earlier voyages were a mix of success and conflict. Initially, there was mutual curiosity and exchange, but Cook's arrogance often soured these relationships, turning friends into foes. When Cook's ship needed repairs, he decided to stay longer, which only increased the tension. The Hawaiians grew wary. His crew's demands for resources and supplies didn't help either. The situation became untenable. In the end, Cook's inability to respect the local customs and people led to his dramatic downfall. His story serves as a cautionary tale. So what did we learn today? Let's take a moment to reflect on the incredible journey we've just been on. Cook was an incredible navigator, an unmatched mapmaker, and a terrible guest. His skills in charting unknown waters were unparalleled. He discovered places that were very much already occupied, often ignoring the rich cultures and histories of the people who lived there, got himself into avoidable trouble, frequently clashing with the indigenous populations and even his own crew, and ultimately paid the price for not reading the room. His inability to adapt and respect local customs led to his downfall. If you loved this deep dive into history's weirdest explorers, hit that like button, subscribe and share it with your friends, and ring the ship's bell, aka the notification button, to stay updated on our latest adventures, so you never miss out on more maritime madness. We have so many more stories to uncover together. Also, let's start a movement, #CookWasLost. Because it's time to set the record straight, because somebody needs to tell history that just because you show up somewhere doesn't mean you found it first. Let's give credit where it's due. See you next time, shipmates. Fair winds and following seas. Until then, keep questioning and exploring. Cook's legacy lives on in the detailed maps he created, which were used for centuries. His contributions to navigation are undeniable. His voyages also taught us the importance of respecting and learning from the cultures we encounter. These lessons are invaluable. Today we strive for more collaborative and respectful exploration thanks to the lessons learned from Cook's missteps. We aim to do better. So let's keep exploring, learning, and growing together. The world is vast and full of stories waiting to be told.